Well, it was a difficult decision to make. I have a ton of respect for Chili and for Slade. Um, those guys have they work their butts off. It's not about working hard. Those guys gave a lot, sacrificed a lot, as you do as a coach in baseball. So it's something that I don't take lightly, making this decision. I have a history with Chili, obviously with the Red Sox. I like and respect the man a lot. So this was a really difficult decision to make, but the reason we felt like it was the right decision was really it's based more on kind of a vision for what we want our major league hitting program to be. I'm not going to dive too deep into those details to reveal what that vision is necessarily, but there are certain things that the process under the hood that's going on is really what's important. It's not about results. It's not about 23 games of results. This is about a lot of what I've spent my time doing since being here is to assess the process that's going on to get to before games, when guys are struggling, those types of things. And I think our job is to support the players and put them in a position to succeed as a baseball operations group. And we just felt like the players needed a different level of support and maybe, some different skills brought into the mix. So that was why we decided that this was the right decision. It may seem early in the calendar, but part of the reason is we know there's some risk in making change. These are both two very well-liked baseball men, good baseball men. And I appreciate everything that they've done for the Mets. And there's good relationships here. There's really strong relationships with players like these guys. So we know that there's some risks in making a change and disrupting what's been going on since spring training and beyond that, past seasons with the players and these coaches. But we felt like it was worth taking that risk in order to get to where we really want to be with our major league hitting program. I'm confident that the people that we're bringing in here to take on these roles will also be building strong relationships. They may have a little bit of ways to go compared to the time that's been spent with Chili and Slate, but I'm confident that those relationships will be there. But so that's why making a choice like this in early May, made some sense. So we can continue to build on those relationships. And, it's a long season. We want to get to where we think we are elite at everything we do in our hitting program. So this isn't just about coaches. This is about there are other people that are part of the process and the preparation that we do. We need to be better at those things too. So it seemed clear to me that there is a lot of opportunity there. And again, it's not about results. I think our pitching's been outstanding for the most part this year. There are opportunities there as well to improve process. In this case, we decided that part of those opportunities were in making a change in the staff to have different skill sets in those positions.
What makes you and you Cuddlebaum, that is, and Kevin as an adjunct, the right guys in your eyes for this job?
Yeah, Ed, it's interesting. One thing I should note, as I mentioned, I don't take letting go of employees very lightly. I know these are their careers and these are good people. The other part that I don't take lightly is we are bringing in two people that were brought in to make an impact in player development. So part of the decision-making process here and some of the different variables we had to consider was, how is this going to impact player development? I'm excited about a lot of the momentum that Kevin Howard, Jeremy Barnes, and Hugh Quattlebaum and others have been making in PD. We don't want to lose that. We're trying to build an elite organization across the board. Not, winning at the major league level is always the most important thing, but we're trying to build something that is going to have long-term sustainable success. And so taking guys away from that I think are making an impact and bringing them to the major league team, obviously had to put a lot of thought into that and who's going to have to step up on the PD side. And there will be people that are going to have to step up, and they're good people that we feel are very capable of doing that. Specifically with Kevin and Hugh, obviously they were around in spring training. They have some relationships already with some of the players. They're both good relationship builders. They both see hitting mechanics very well. They prepare very well. They work really hard. I think that the two of them complement each other well, and will bring a lot to the table.
Thanks.
Thank you, Ed. Next question comes from Tim Healy.
Hi, Zach. Whose decision was this?
This is a baseball operations decision, which means, I'm here on the day-to-day baseball operations leader. So I'm the one that's making these assessments and having conversations with lots of other people. And trying to get to know how we do things here and talk about ways we can do things better. But also, I need to talk through these things with Sandy as well. And we did talk through it, and we were in agreement on this decision, and had his support. So we made this decision jointly to make this change. We obviously talked to Louis as well. Louis, these are the guys that he's been in the trenches with. So that's always a tough thing for a manager, and I completely respect that. And I think Louis, I'm not going to speak for him, but we seem to have a good conversation about why we're doing this, even though it's a hard thing for him, and it's a hard thing for all of us, really. This is a baseball operations decision, which means, I'm here on the day-to-day baseball operations leader. So I'm the one that's making these assessments and having conversations with lots of other people. And trying to get to know how we do things here and talk about ways we can do things better. But also, I need to talk through these things with Sandy as well. And we did talk through it, and we were in agreement on this decision, and had his support. So we made this decision jointly to make this change. We obviously talked to Louis as well. Louis, these are the guys that he's been in the trenches with. So that's always a tough thing for a manager, and I completely respect that. And I think Louis, I'm not going to speak for him, but we seem to have a good conversation about why we're doing this, even though it's a hard thing for him, and it's a hard thing for all of us, really.